Today we have a special video because we got some important information about future episodes and about the series in general, because one of the Russian Skibidi YouTubers made an interview with Mr. QBOOM and asked him some questions related to the series, and Boom answered him. And we got the answers to 10 questions, and there's even a special exclusive 11th question. And in this video, I will show you all the questions that he asked QBOOM, and that you understand the questions were really spicy, like, where did the secret agent came from, and how did the Skibidi virus appear, and many other questions. And you'd be very surprised how Boom responded to that. But that's not all. Because at the same time, another YouTuber under the nickname Fordell also asked a few questions Mr. Boom. So you better get ready. This video will be very interesting for all of us because the questions are really important. So be sure to watch this video to the end. Also be sure to smash that like button if you want me to do a big interview with Mr. Boom one day. Hello friends, you're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. First we'll look at the questions asked by Rezo, and then we'll move on to the questions asked by Fordell. And I want to warn you right away that the translation of the text may be weird since I didn't translate it manually, and it was done by Goofy AI. But in any case, I will explain everything to you, so don't worry and let's go. The first question was very interesting even for me, and it sounds like, how long will the Astro arc last approximately, and will there be another arc after? To which Boom answered with a simple yes. And that answer is not entirely clear, whether the Astro arc will be long or after this arc will be another arc. But most likely I think that he means that after the Astro arc will be another arc. And honestly, I didn't even doubt it and even mentioned it in one of my videos. Because at the moment there are two arcs. The very first arc that lasted until 70 episodes and the Astro arc that lasts for several episodes. And it will be logical that we will see the third and final arc on which the series will end. And based on the fact that we will have 3 arcs, it is likely that the series will have more than 100 episodes, perhaps even 120 or 150. Well, it will depend on how long the Astro arc will last. But I don't think it will last 70 episodes like the first arc. Probably the Astro arc will last about 20 or 30 episodes, and there will be 100 or 110 episodes after the end of the Astro arc. And then there will be the final arc, which will last about the same 20 or 30 episodes. But as always, this is just my speculation. And let's move on to the next question. Where did the secret agent come from? And it's probably a goofy question because there's no way Boom's gonna spoil it for us. And as expected, he just showed an emoji with his finger pointing up as if to say it's too early for us to know. But after that question, there was another spicy question like, how did the Skibidi virus appear? And of course, Boom responded with the same emoji. Because if he would tell us about it, we would not watch the show, because the mystery of this virus is one of the most important topics. But I'm sure that in the future, we will find out everything ourselves. But the next question was about the Astro toilets. Do Astro toilets have their own scientist? To which Boom replied, maybe. And to be honest, this is a very obvious question that we could have guessed, because it is obvious that they have their own scientist who develops all the technology, and every race in the series has its own scientists. But I have a theory about this, that if suddenly Astro has no scientist, or rather their scientist was a Skibidi scientist who was on Earth and they signed a contract that the scientist provided them with technology, and Astro did something in return. But about this contract, so many theories that my head will soon explode, so time will tell. The next question was one of the most important since it has to do with the release of the episodes. And it sounds like, is it possible that you'll have a team to help create new episodes? To which Boom responded, maybe. And I want to remind you that usually when Boom says maybe, it's more yes than no. And I even suspect that maybe even now Mr. Boom is putting together a team because he realized that the episodes are taking too long. Lately, we've been getting one episode almost once a month, and because of that, part of the audience has lost interest in the series because people are starting to forget what's going on there. And if the episodes come out once a week or 2 weeks, that would be wonderful. By the way, Boom already has one person in the team who helps him with particles, and this is a YouTuber with the nickname HoovyTube. And I want to say that he is a very talented guy who makes very high-quality content. Also, under his last video, Boom left a comment. HoovyTube for helping me with particles. And I hope that Boom will find more talented people like HoovyTube, and they will help him to create new episodes. He could invite Spitterand or Verlance to help him create episodes. And even though they have their own universes, I think they'd like to team up with Boom and could help him at least partially, because we are already very much waiting for episode 77, which in my opinion will be one of the most important episodes in the series. And I think we're going to be waiting a long time for this episode. And I think you know about the magic of numbers that Boom uses, since every episode with the number 7 has always been very important. And in episode 77, there will be some crazy plot twist that will shock everyone. And I even have theories about what's in store for us, but I will tell you about it in my new video. So make sure to like and subscribe. The next question was a weird one, as Bro asked, where did the Alliance come from? And obviously Boom can't answer that spoiler question. And he pointed that finger again like you'll find out for yourself in the future. But I can answer for him. All the races were created by a secret agent since we saw their heads on his desk. And since I revealed that secret to you, we don't have to watch the show anymore. Bye-bye. Actually, it's just my speculation, but I really believe in this theory because I can't imagine that all agents were created by someone else. But write your theories in the comments. The next question was about the very first Skibidi toilet we saw in episode 1. Was the first Skibidi toilet an Astro? And is he alive? And Boom's answer was not clear as he answered, no, which may mean that he was not an Astro toilet and also at the same time may mean that he did not survive. But I don't think he was an Astro toilet, because Boom didn't think the whole story through from the beginning. And although he could remake the story to make it seem like this dude was an Astro, he's not likely to do that because it's obvious he's a regular toilet. But the next question was truly insane. But I'd say it's not even a question, but a cool theory that might turn out to be true. And it goes something like, the main weakness of Astro toilets is ultrasound. In episode 67, we were shown how the scientist easily stopped and destroyed the glitch toilet. Could it be that Astro toilets are also vulnerable to sound? Could it be that after the disclosure of the Speakerman base, there will be an improvement for the Speakerman Titan with ultrasound, making him the most potential and mobility Titan against Astro toilets? And of course, Boom didn't respond to that theory. But I'll tell you it's freaking cool theory, and I'm surprised we never thought of it. And in episode 67, the scientist actually stopped the glitch toilet with sound. So what if that's the weakness of all the Astro toilets? And the Speakerman scientists may have realized this, and they will improve Titan's Speakerman so that he can use ultrasound to paralyze the Astro toilets. Guys, I have so many theories, and I'm so excited to share them with you. But in this video, I'm not going to yap about the theories, and we'll just talk briefly about all the questions. And in the new video will be the coolest and most crazy theories. So let's move on next. The next question was also very important for me, and it goes like, does the Beatbox universe have anything to do with the Skibidi universe? And the answer surprised me very much because Dafuk answered, maybe. And as you know, if he said maybe, it's probably yes rather than no. And I always knew there was a connection between these two masterpieces. I love the Beatbox multiverse, and I always thought there was a connection. But originally I think there was no connection, but then Boom thought it would be interesting to create a connection. And as you know, Boom can create a connection at any time because he just recently wrote in episode 51 that Cameraman fought Astro toilets, even though we didn't know that before. And honestly, I think the freaking chair is connected to the Beatbox universe because it's Mail's 07 signature chair. But anyway, time will tell. The next question was also interesting, and it was about future episodes. Which episodes after 80 will be the hottest in your opinion? To which we got the answer that all episodes will be epic. And I don't doubt it, as the Astro arc will continue, and in each episode the life of one of the Titans or other agents will be at stake. And these episodes will be with epic battles, but at the same time will be stressful if we lose someone. But we still have one last and spicy question from Razorplay. If there's a new race, will it be on the Skibidi side or the Alliance side? And of course, for obvious reasons, Boom did not answer this as it is a huge spoiler. And Bro is trying to hide any information about us related to the new race, which in my opinion will definitely appear very soon. But as always about everything, I will tell you in a new video. And now let's move on to the very important and interesting questions that Fordell asked. And the first question was, will you remake the shorts episodes like you did with the first season? If so, will there be new scenes that will reveal more about the beginning of the conflict? To which Boom replied that he doesn't have time for this. And I understand him because now the series is at its most important stage, and Dafuk is trying to focus on the events that need to happen, and not on those that have happened in the past. But if in the future, if he gets his own team together and has more time, I think he might be able to redo the shorts episodes. But for now, we'll just focus on what we have. The next question is probably one of the most important questions that absolutely everyone is interested in. Does the series take place in modern time? And the answer we got was no, which means that the events of the series are not in our time. And this is really one of the most important questions that everyone wanted to know about. And personally, I think that the events takes place in the past. And maybe someday on some poster we will see a specific year based on which we will understand everything. But for now, we'll just have to make up theories and wait for that moment. Is there a possibility that we will see a canonical spin-off, prequel, sequel, or other side project in the Skibidi Toilet universe, even if it is in a non-animated series format? Very likely in the future. And Boom literally confirmed that there will be canon spin-off sequels and prequels or something similar about Skibidi toilets. And that was a very cool question. And I would love to see additional content in the form of books or 2D or 3D animation or even comic books, whatever. And I think that would be more possible if Boom gets a team to help him make new episodes. And he'll have more time to focus on this topic. And for those who don't know what these phrases mean, check this image. Also write what you would like to see in the future. Prequel or spin-off or sequel. Because I would honestly like to see absolutely everything. The next question is also very juicy, as Fordell asked if there are any conditions or restrictions for the teleportation of TV race, to which we got answer that there are conditions. And I suspected this because there always have to be conditions. And from the most obvious one, the TV men must know where they teleport to, because it's logical. Because if you don't know where you have to teleport to, then of course you can't teleport there. But even though TV Daddy was able to teleport out the door even though he didn't know what was there. But as I mentioned in my analysis of episode 74, Daddy didn't teleport. He literally walked through the door because logically he can't teleport to a place he doesn't know. Or maybe he did teleport, but he had to meet certain conditions to do it. Like he could teleport to a place that was in front of him even though he didn't know what was there. I also noticed that teleportation has different speeds. As in episode 74, Titan TV Man teleported for a very long time that even a few agents managed to enter the black smoke. But although other TV agents teleport almost instantly, but actually Boom said that there are conditions, but did not say anything about the restrictions. So most likely Titan TV Man just waited for as many other agents to enter the teleport to save their lives. But usually Bro doesn't care about other agents' lives, and maybe the teleportation was so long due to the fact that he was with Titan Speaker Man. And because they were together, the teleportation wasn't as fast as usual. Or it's also possible that teleporting two Titans at once takes a lot of energy and takes longer than usual. But also let me know what you think about it in the comments, and we'll move on to another question. I'll be honest with you, Fordell asked some really awesome questions, and we have 3 more very important questions left, and you should get ready. Will we learn something unexpected that changes the way we think about one of the Alliance races? To which Boom replied with a freaking maybe, which could mean yes or no. But you're probably starting to realize that we should keep a close eye on the TV race. Or maybe we should keep a close eye on a new race that's coming soon. Or maybe that answer means no and we're just going crazy, especially me. But as you know, I've always suspected the TV race. And even though they've proven to be on our side, we don't know where they came from and maybe they're aliens and it's their city we saw on this poster. And the guys are always hiding their secrets from other races, which is also suspicious. But let's leave it at that for now and move on to the next question. Is the energy of all Titans and races different or the same energy? But because it is used by different races, it changes color? To which Boom replied, different, which means that all races have different energy. And to be honest, I never even thought about it. But it makes sense because each race is different and special. And on the cameraman base, you notice that they have a lot of blue color, and on the TV base, a lot of purple color. And soon we will see the speakerman base where there will also be a lot of red color. But I would be interested in how they got this energy, but I doubt Dafook would answer this as it is a big spoiler. But I suspect that the people in episode 72 created the energy that the cameramen use. But this is just a guess, so be sure to write your version. And we're left with the one and most important question that I'm literally shocked by, and it's the most important question I've ever seen. And it's going to make a lot of people rewatch the whole show 100 times, because Fordell asked, is there an episode where you left something important to the plot but no one noticed it or didn't pay enough attention to it? Which Boom replied, there is, and not just one. And I can't describe you how shocked I am, because none of us who are analyzing the show noticed some important detail. And there's no way that literally no one noticed it. And I think that after this words, we will rewatch the show several times. And honestly, I doubt we'll find anything because it could be anything. Or it could be so small that we won't even notice it. But if we had one clue, I think we could find something. But I don't think Boom will tell us anything about it. But anyway, I'll try to figure it out. And if you figure it out, be sure to drop it in the comments. But that's the end of the questions. And we got a lot of information today and I hope you enjoyed it. Also be sure to smash that like button if you want me to do a big interview with Mr. Boom.